Hello, and welcome to Go English Tutorials O video. The letter O has many sounds in English, like ah in hot, or oo in hoot, or ow in house, or ow in how, or o in home, or wa like in one. Oh, this is an owl. And this is an ophthalmologist. How many syllables does that word have? Ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist. There are 5 syllables. The owl ophthalmologist's office was open. The owl ophthalmologist's office was open. An oval is a shape like a circle, but it is wider in one direction than the other. An egg is shaped like an oval. An orbit is a path around an object in space. The Earth orbits the Sun, and the Moon orbits the Earth. Orbit. The short vowel sound ah happens when we follow the letter O with 2 consonants. For example, we have the word cottage. A cottage is a small house, especially in the country or near a beach. It has the double T after the O. Then we have the word blossoms. Blossoms are blooms on flowers or trees. Those red pillars are obstacles. An obstacle is something that prevents one from moving forward. This is the ocean, the mass of salt water that covers about 71% of the Earth's surface. Ocean. This is the word obscure. It's both a verb and an adjective. As a verb, it means to cover up or keep from being seen. As an adjective, it means hard to see or hidden or not easy to understand. How obscure? Odd means strange or different. Those ghosts are very odd. Oversized means very big or too large. Over is the prefix of oversized. Out is the prefix for the words outstanding and outrageous. Out means at a level beyond or outside the range of when we use it as a prefix. This is a compound word, out plus side. I love being outside. Outcome is also a compound word. It's the way something ends, the final result. The final outcome of 4 times 4 is 16. Extraordinary means different from others. What's the prefix of extraordinary? It's extra. Words that rhyme sound the same. Mouse sounds like house, and money sounds like honey. The money is covered in honey. There is 1 mouse for each small house. The bows and arrows are covered in blossoms. There is a bow on the ship's bow. There are 2 odd organs. Foolish has an oo sound, and foolish means not showing good sense. 1 plus 1 is 1. He's a bit foolish, isn't he? An optimist is one who looks at things in the most positive way, a cheerful or hopeful person. If you are optimistic, you are cheerful or hopeful. And optimism is a feeling of hope or cheerfulness. An optimistic person would say, the glass is half full. To occupy means to live in or to take up, or to take over by force. An occupation is a person's job or profession, or a filling up of time or space. What's your occupation? I'm an archer. What month is it now? October is the 10th month. And now it's time for a story. Foolish Oliver and his odd ocean drops. Once upon a time, there lived an outrageous octopus named Octavia who loved to sing off key. La-di-doo-di-doo-di-da-doo-dee. She had a crabby friend named Olivia who was often in a bad mood. Grouchy Olivia lived in a cottage on the ocean. Octavia lived downstairs in an oversized old underwater boot. Back on dry land, there was an owl named Opal. Opal was an ophthalmologist who studied at Oxford. Her patient was an old owl known as Oliver. Oliver had a pair of oversized sunglasses, and he often wore them outside at night to watch the moon orbiting the earth. In October, the oval orbit of the moon brightly occupies the open sky unless obscured by clouds. Oliver had an odd collection of objects that he loved. His obscure collection included money covered in honey, mouse houses, bows and arrows covered in blossoms, and some odd organs. Being foolish, Oliver had missed his October appointment with Opal, the ophthalmologist. He wore a monocle, but could only see out of one eye. The outcome of Oliver's foolish behavior was that he could barely see as he flew over the open ocean, so he kept dropping his odd items into the sea. As outstanding as Opal the ophthalmologist was, if Oliver missed his October appointment, there was nothing she could do to overcome his extraordinary ocean mishaps. The outcome was that his odd collection was dropping onto Olivia and Octavia's home. One day, as Olivia was opening her mouth to gulp some oxygen, her overly optimistic friend Octavia was offering up one fact after another. Octavia spouted, "According to Google, Oman is the only country that starts with the letter O. And did you know that Ontario is a province and Oregon is a state?" Olivia responded, "Oh, I did not know that," and rolled her eyes. Meanwhile, Oliver had dropped his monocle and was even more blind than usual. In a panic, he decided to carry off as many of the odd objects as he could. As predicted, and blind as a bat, he once again dropped them into the open ocean. Octavia had now returned home to her oversized old boot and was openly singing one of her favorite off-key songs. "Only one of the owls knows the bow of the ship has a bow. The bow in her hair is on the bow of the ship, and I said wow, and the ship took a bow." Honestly, Olivia had had enough and had gone back home too, when she saw out of nowhere 3 bows and arrows covered in blossoms, some money covered in honey, 4 mouse houses, and 2 odd organs plop into the ocean outside of her cottage and Octavia's old boot. This was outrageous, obscure, and outstanding, and even Susie, the sassy seahorse, was shocked and came over to check things out. Olivia, Octavia, and Susie were extraordinarily confused. It would have been an ordinary day if only Oliver, a foolish old owl, had gone to the ophthalmologist. How happy Oliver was when Opal made a house call to give him an oversized pair of new orange glasses. She also offered to help him find another collection of the odd and obscure objects that he so dearly loved. The end. Thanks again for watching To Go English Tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe and remember to keep studying English. Musical credits to Marco Butron, and some of the images were created using OpenAI's DALL-E. Goodbye!